What's going on, people? It is Irish Gunner HD here, you can call me Irish, and today we're going to watch my first proper full game of Titanfall. So we're playing Attrition on Angel City, and I'm level 1, complete noob starting off, so I'm using the standard Assault Man, Pilot class, and the Tank loadout for the Titan. So, like, getting into it, for my first experience, obviously you do the pilot training and you get used to how the thing works and controls and all that kind of good stuff. And I did my best to kind of try and set up my keybinds and binding stuff to my mouse and stuff like that. But I still hadn't got it worked out, and I still to this minute haven't got it worked out. So that's one of the things that I found kind of confusing and tricky to get used to, like right off the bat, was the keybinds and finding out where everything is and remembering where everything is and being able to press the right buttons at the right times. Like games like Battlefield 4 and stuff, Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, the keybinds to that are like second nature now. They're like, I know exactly where everything is, everything's routed exactly where I want it, it's comfortable. But like anytime you start off a new game like this where there's lots of different keybinds and ways of controlling different things, it can be kind of hard to wrap your head around. So that was the first thing that I struggled with. The second thing that I noticed, the kind of overriding first thought that came to my head was the performance. As you've seen there, your video didn't skip. The exact same thing as when Battlefield 4 first came out. The performance just doesn't seem to be very good. I'm almost starting to admit defeat and just say maybe it actually is my graphics card, but I genuinely don't think so, because as I just told somebody on Twitter earlier on, I can play Battlefield 3 on like at least high. I can play Battlefield 4 now that it's getting patched and the performance is getting better. On decent medium to high settings. I can play Far Cry 3 on ultra or maximum or extreme or whatever it is. I can play Skyrim with graphics mods on the highest settings and all that, no problem. Just every now and again a game like this comes along where it just doesn't seem to work. And like Battlefield 4 when it first came out and in the beta and stuff, and now Titanfall, this beta, the performance just seems to be terrible. When it works, this is the thing that I find strange, and this is what makes me think that it's not actually my graphics card. When it works flawlessly. Like you're watching here now, I'm getting easily like upwards of 60 frames per second. Like that's fine, but then every now and again it will just crash and crumble into pieces. And particularly in Titan fights, like I very rarely have any kind of fair chance in a Titan fight. Like Titan versus Titan or multiple Titans, because it's just awful. So that's one of the main things that stood out. But then like obviously that's a negative, and I don't want to be talking about negatives, but hopefully that's something that can be fixed and looked at. So here we are, this is me calling in my first ever Titan, and I have to say it's visually impressive. It's amazing to look at, and it's amazing to just be a part of and observe, and to just be like, damn, this is like, it's just deadly. Like so as far as the kind of the gunplay and all that, like I'm still a noob to a certain extent. I'm level 10, I think. I only got it last night at like 6 AM. I think it finally installed and I started playing. But well, last night I should say, this morning. But yeah, I'm still fairly noobish. I still don't know the maps. I still don't again, getting used to all the controls and all the things, sensitivities and all that kind of stuff. So my aim isn't the best, but it feels good. It feels like it's the kind of thing where once you get used to it, I had to skip here, so you're going to see it edit to the next part. I just had to skip out me like lowering the graphic settings, thinking that might have been what was causing the lag. But yeah, so what was I saying? It feels like the kind of game that if you were to like put enough time in, you would get the hang of it very, very easily. It's not, there's like minimal recoil there. I spawned in and my gun was firing. Like I spawned in and it was like just completely firing by itself. I couldn't do anything about that, so that's obviously a bug that they may have to look at. But yeah, like there's almost like little to no recoil on almost all the weapons. Like I haven't noticed any significant recoil on any of the guns that I've tried. I'm not a huge fan of the lock-on, the auto lock-on pistol, and that thing that I was shooting at there that isn't a person, I still haven't learned that it's not a person. I was shooting at that like just before I started doing this commentary, like half an hour ago. But yeah, it seems really good, like as far as the gunplay goes. It's not like people are surprised that there's no recoil, and it's like it's from the guys that made COD. Like were you really expecting huge amounts of recoil? I will say the Titans move a lot kind of. I love how much they are kind of agile, not in their movement, but in their look around speed. Their look around, I was expecting like they're like looking around with the mouse or whatever. I was expecting to be very clunky and kind of like when you think of Titans and mechs and big chunky things, you expect them to move slow, but then you also kind of expect them to like look around slow. And I love that they didn't go that way. I love that they made it like really. I think that's my first Titan inject as well. So again, anything that's just seen in the video here, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing what I've seen other people do in videos and stuff. But yeah, I love that they made the movement, at least as far as the look around goes, really, really good and really smooth. But unfortunately, that is we're pretty much at the end of the video, because I got on again, as I say, as everyone else was getting on, and they were testing the servers and they were stress testing the servers, and lo and behold, the server crapped out with me and I got dumped out. So overall, from the first game, I knew that I was going to like it, and I'm going to talk more in detail about different things. I've got tons of footage recorded, like I literally recorded every single game that I've played so far, more or less. So yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.